and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you a thorough review and comparison between two Chanel flap bags. One is fake and one is real, so if you want to go ahead and see if you can spot the differences, then please keep on watching. Alright, so before we even take a look at the bags themselves, let's take a look at the packaging, the things that the bag actually comes in. And so here we have the boxes, two different boxes, one is fake and one is real. Can you go ahead and tell which one is actually the real one? This is the real box and this is the fake one. So let's go ahead and spot the differences together. If we go ahead and look at the fake box, which is in this hand, we can go ahead and see that the writing is a lot larger. The letters are a lot larger on this box than on this one. So let me pause for you to see it. The writing here is a lot larger. Additionally, another massive difference is the shape of the box itself. This one, so the real one, is a lot more rectangular than this one. So it's actually a lot longer and a lot less wide. This one is almost like a squared shape. It's a lot less rectangular than the real one. And then finally, if you can go ahead and look at the real one, which is in this hand, you will see that there is an additional, like, what I would say, like, lining here at the bottom of the box. You can go ahead, it's like maybe half a centimeter or something. And here you see that this does not happen at all. You absolutely can't see this on this box, so it's a big thing that's missing. Those are the three massive giveaways that I see when I look at both boxes. Alright, so moving on to other differences in terms of packaging. Next, we have the dust bags. Similar to the boxes, this is the real one and then this is the fake one. The first difference may be a little bit difficult to spot because it's actually something that you have to feel, you have to touch it to know. The real one, which is over here, is a lot softer and a lot thicker than the fake one. There's really a big difference when you feel both dust bags. Next, and that's something that you will see through the video because it's so obvious, the fake one, which is in this hand, is a lot darker. The drawings are a lot darker than this one, the real one. So if you take a look at the real one, it almost looks faded, and it's actually not an old bag or an old dust bag at all. And then this one looks like really dark, like dark black. If that's possible to be dark black, then this is the color that it is, dark black. And then this one is faded. So now that we've gone ahead and opened the dust bags, you can see the same thing happening in terms of the drawing color. So over here on the fake one, it's still a lot darker than here on the real one. Additionally, this is something that may not be as evident, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. So the real one, which is in this hand, is a lot looser. It fits a lot more loosely on the bag. This one is kind of like a snug, kind of like tight fit. And this one is like very loose, which is obviously better for the bag. So next up we have the authenticity cards, and here for the front part, there's not much difference. Honestly, I don't think that I can tell a difference from this one to this one. So this is the real one and this is the fake one. Honestly, I don't think there is that much difference, but wait, because let's go ahead and turn them, and then there you will see a big difference. So the writing is pretty much the same, the numbers are the same, there are about 8 numbers, and that's the same thing. The big difference comes from the Chanel logo. So here on the real one, you can go ahead and see that the Chanel logo is again almost kind of like faded. It's very hard to see, you kind of have to like really look closely. And then here on the fake one, you can go ahead and see that the Chanel logo is very visible, even from you, from this distance from the camera. You can go ahead and take a look at it. It's very obvious. So it's interesting because so far it looks like the real stuff, you know, the real box, the real dust bag, and then the real authenticity card is kind of like more subdued than the fake one. And now let's look at the bags themselves, and the first thing that comes to mind is to look at the hardware. So both bags are actually in silver hardware. Again, the burgundy is the real one and then the black one is the fake one. Honestly, in terms of the color of the hardware, there isn't much difference. especially on the Chanel logo, for example. It's exactly the same, to be honest. The main difference in terms of hardware actually comes from the handles or the strap over here. So the strap on the black one, on the fake one, are a lot heavier, a lot thicker than the straps here on the burgundy one, on the real one. There is a difference, not so much in terms of color, but in terms of thickness and weight, there's definitely a difference here. Additionally, another main difference in the strap is that the strap on the fake one is shorter than the strap on the real one, which is over here. There is a slight difference. It's not very visible, it's just very slight. The main difference, honestly, when it comes to hardware is the thickness of the chain. So next up, we have the quilting and the stitching of both bags. And honestly, I have to say that they're very, very similar. I can't even tell the difference. I tried to measure with a measuring tape the different quilting or the stitches. I tried to really look very closely, and I have to say that there isn't a single difference. The fake one, which is the black one, has the exact same stitching and quilting as the burgundy one, which is the real one. So really, in terms of those two things, there isn't a single difference. So we'll go ahead and skip that to move on to what is the biggest giveaway in my opinion, and it's the type of leather. So both bags are actually caviar leather. The burgundy one, again, is the real one, and then the black one is the fake one. And the massive difference is, if you go ahead and look at the black one, it's a lot shinier than the burgundy one. It's just very, very, very apparent, even from far away, and as you look closely, it's like a massive difference. And at first I actually thought it's because this bag is burgundy and not black. And then I actually have another real Chanel bag, which is black. It's just a small flap and it's got gold hardware. That's why I didn't use it for this video. But anyway, it's black and caviar leather, and honestly, it's still super, super different from this one. This one is just so, so shiny. I mean, it honestly looks like it's like glow in the dark or something, like it radiates like shine everywhere. So it's very apparent. For me, it's one of the biggest differences in these two bags. Another big difference is similar to what I mentioned for the boxes. I'm pretty sure that you can tell right from this video that the bags are not the same size. So both are supposed to be medium. The real one over here is, again, similar to the box, a lot more rectangular. So it is longer and less wide. And this one is just shorter and it's a little bit more bulky. So it kind of more looks like a square than a rectangle, in my opinion. And finally, the last difference, and actually it's got to do with the size of the bag. It's very similar. It's what I would call the thickness of the leather is very different. So for example, if you grab these two parts over here and you squeeze them between your fingers, you will go ahead and feel that the fake one, which is the black bag over here, is a lot thicker. The material seems to be a lot thicker. You kind of have to really squeeze it in between your fingers. Then this one seems like lighter as well. I mean, in terms of the weight of the bag, I think that this one is a lot lighter, and it's definitely got to do with the material. This one is kind of like on the thicker side. You can go ahead and really press in between your fingers. And then this one is like more on the lighter weight type of bag. So there is a big difference in terms of that, but that is something that you have to feel for yourself. So in conclusion, if we look at both handbags, both are honestly beautiful, but I do think that you can tell the difference even from a few meters away. I think it's really possible to tell the difference. But this overall is what I would call a good fake. It's not too obvious. And I think that if you're not, a Chanel addict, if you're not absolutely obsessed with their handbags, and if you don't have these handbags yourself, I think that it would be kind of difficult to spot that this is a fake. By the way, I will go ahead and leave the link to buy this purse in the description box down below in case you're interested. This handbag has been gifted to me. As you can imagine, I personally don't purchase fakes, but if you're interested in purchasing it, I will go ahead and leave the link in the video description down below for you. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was fun and also informational, so that the next time that you see a fake, you'll be 100% able to spot it. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.